If you've been thinking about getting back with your ex, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing things you should consider before you get back with your ex and situation where you should not get back with your ex. I'm just Love Talk. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I post my videos. The first thing you want to consider before you get back with your ex is, have you worked through the situation that broke you guys up? So, for me personally, there are some things that I believe you cannot work through, and these are what I call my non negotiables. So, anything to do with religion, spirituality, culture, family. If these are the differences that broke you guys up, in my opinion, I say just leave the situation. Or if it's things like abuse, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, or financial abuse, leave that situation. When it comes to those non negotiables, the reason I say don't bother about it is that people rarely change or deviate from their culture or religion. Okay, so if there is a difference there, then there's no point because they are not going to change. So you stand a chance of going through the same thing over and over again. And in the case of abuse, even if they've changed, do you really want to live through that again? Do you want to live through the memories of the trauma you received? So those are things I feel you should consider. Consider the things that broke you guys up. There are some things that cannot be repaired, irrespective of how you feel and the nice times you had. There are some things that cannot be repaired. I mean, if it's things like somebody was going through a bad patch and there were lots of misunderstandings, that can be worked through. You can talk through that and just sort of see if you're both in a better place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and try to work through that. But when it comes to things like culture, family, abuse, religion, I say just leave that. There's no point going back to that. The second thing is, have you gotten over the situation that broke you guys up? When it comes to exes, we tend to remember the good times, right? We don't really think about the things that actually broke us up. We just remember the good times we had, especially if we cannot find anybody else or if we believe that this person is the right person for us. But that doesn't take away from what they did. It doesn't take away from the situation that broke you guys up. So before you even consider getting back with your ex, you have to find out where you are emotionally, like and mentally. Are you over that situation? Let's say they cheated, for example. Have you taken time to process what happened, where you are emotionally? Have you forgiven them? Have you healed from the situation? And also, have they done the same, assuming you did something to them? Because if you haven't, you will just be making decisions based on just emotions, and that can get you in trouble. If you're gonna get back with your ex at all, you need to do it from a clear mind, from a place where you're thinking clearly. There cannot be any confusion because the last thing you want is to go through what happened again. So you have to think about where you are. Have you gotten over the situation? If you haven't, let's say you're still angry, you still want to get them back, then that is just not the situation for you. Just heal and keep it pushing. Do the work on yourself and keep it pushing. Third thing you should consider is what has changed since you both broke up. So, since you've broken up, what work have you both done on yourselves? Are you better than you are when you were with them? And vice versa. Are they also better? Have they matured? Whether it's mentally, emotionally, have they matured? Do they deal with situations better? These are things you want to consider because if both of you are still the same, then you're going to go through the same situation over and over again. And also, do you both still want the same thing? And this is the thing, right? If you've taken time to, work on yourself as we all should after a breakup, in a lot of cases, you will realize that there's no point actually getting back with this person because by the time you do all that work on yourself, you build up your self-worth, you love yourself better, you love yourself more. You don't want to go back to an ex. You want to move forward and find something new, something better. You don't want to go back to somebody that's hurt you or damaged you in any way. You just want to find something better. So that is something you should definitely consider. If you feel that both of you are not aligned in terms of where you are, so whether you've developed better spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and they haven't, then you're not on the same page. And vice versa. If they've also done more work and you haven't, then you are not on the same page. That is not a situation you should get into. Of course, you also have to consider if you still both want the same thing. Because when you've worked on yourself and when you've taken time apart, People just want something different. And it's tricky with exes because you don't even know why they're there. Which leads me to the fourth point. Why do you want to get back with your ex? Is it because you're lonely? Is it because you can't find anybody else? You're tired of dating new people? Is it just convenient? You have to consider that. And those are not good reasons to get back with your ex. If you get back with your ex because you're lonely, because you just need somebody, because you've told yourself you have to be in a relationship, you're going to get into that relationship for the wrong reasons. And you're going to sweep whatever issues you had under the carpet. You have to understand that there was something that broke you guys up. And you cannot just wish that away. You cannot just say, oh, because I've got feelings, because we're attracted to each other, we've got the vibe when we talk, so therefore we should get back together. That is not how it works. Those situations do not go away. They do not solve themselves. So think about the situation that broke you guys up. Not just the good time you had, not just how amazing the sex was, how attractive they look now. Think about what broke you guys up. And if you cannot rectify that, then there is no point getting back together. Also, it's an ego thing because sometimes exes come around because of ego. They want to see if they can still get you. They want to see if they still got that hold on you, right? And we do as well. We see our ex with somebody new, and then we start calling, we start texting just to see that can we still get them, and it becomes a competition. So exes can come around for the wrong reason. Don't assume because they're talking nice, they're saying the right things, they're saying how amazing things were back then, taking you down memory lane, that it's all good. No, it's not. You have to be careful. Why are they there? Why do you want to get back together? And the last thing you should consider is, are they even available? Okay? Some of you can relate to this. Your ex is already in a relationship and you know they're seeing somebody else, but because you've made it a competition, like, I'm going to get you back. Like, how dare you go with that person when I was around and I did this for you, I did this for you. So you start chasing them and vice versa, or they start chasing you. If they're not available, then don't go for it. Don't get back with them. Don't let your ego, your pride get in the way. If they are gone, then they are gone. And some exes come back. Even though they're in a relationship, they're still texting you, they're still saying, oh, you are, they're still flirting with you, and you think, oh yeah, maybe there's something there. Don't fall for that trap. In a lot of cases, they are going to hold their relationship and just use you for benefits. Those are the 5 things I feel you should consider before you get back with your ex. Generally, I would say no. It's just too much hassle and too much risk. But also understand that life is not black and white. Understand that it's possible to get back with an ex and make things work, but you have to be careful, you have to be attentive, and you have to be intentional. This is where we can easily go wrong when it comes to getting back with exes. Just remembering the good times, just remembering when things were great, just remembering the vibes, just remembering how attractive they are now, and thinking, yes, this should be fine. So we tend to sweep the issues under the carpet and we just focus on feelings, we focus on vibes, and that is a dangerous thing to do. Like I said, the issues do not go away. You also have to remember you broke up for a reason. If you cannot resolve those things, then you should not get back with your ex. That's it from me, guys. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to reach out to me, you can email me at hello@justlovetalk.com. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you on the next one.